What up, loved ones? What it do? It's Spotty Young right here. You know where I'm from. Thanks for tuning in. And if you're new to this channel right here, just hit the subscribe button real quick. Give it a like if you think it's cool, if you think it's real, you know what I mean? Right now, on this episode, I'm going to share my experience doing time with the Puerto Ricans and the Chinese in the California prison system, you know what I mean? And, yeah, even before I hit the Pinta, the penitentiary, I already knew some Puerto Rican folks from CYA in Stockton. And one in particular that I remember was an old boy from Harlem, 30s and shit, from Dirt Gang, South Central. And shit, he had a gang of enemies in there, man. But fucking, he was putting it down though. During my time, I think this was like 2005 and shit. He was fighting everybody that needs to be fought, and you know he wasn't going out and shit from Dirt Gang. You know what I mean? Dirty. And then he was cool. But being a Puerto Rican from riding with the blacks, pretty much you had to like prove yourself more and stuff like that, you know. But fast forward later on in the Pinta, in the penitentiary, my first cellie in CDC was a Puerto Rican, Boricua, and he was lacing me up about CDC, about the prison from his point of view. Prior to his first term, he was in Pelican Bay for 9 years, and he was riding with the blacks, man, all the way. He was riding with the blacks. But then, sorry about that noise. But then when he got out, his second term, he caused some misdemeanor, some kind of just chump change time and shit, just a little bit of time, and that's where I met him in Tracy, and that was my first Eddie, Boricua. He decided I just want to fucking ride with the others, man, because in the others, you could just say that you don't gangbang, you're a non-affiliate, and you can ride with the others because he Puerto Rican, man, you know. So that's why he was my celly. He was my first celly. And in the other car, there's a lot of Puerto Ricans, man, because in the other car, if you are, what do you call this, non-affiliate, you're not a Soreño, Norteño, but you just want to do your time or whatever and shit. Usually what people do, they just say, I'm an other, man, I'm a non-affiliate, and they'll just be inside the other car. But the other car is still Asian Pacific Islander, you know. So yeah, man, he was teaching me how to make a tomahawk. That's when I first made my first tomahawk. And then melt fucking how to melt plastic into a fucking piece. He was teaching me a lot of shit. I was learning everything. But during that time, fucking I was mad at the world, man. My heart was full of hate. I was 18 years old. I was gonna do a lot of time. I even told my mom, I told my people, it's like, look, man, just forget about me, man. I got a parole date. I'm gonna get out anyways and shit. I can do my time by myself. I don't need nobody and shit, you know. I was being dramatic. I was mad, man. And I told all my peoples and my aunties and everybody else, man, just forget about me, man. You know, but yeah, so like I was saying, man, the Puerto Rican celly, the Boricua, he had this Serico. He was getting Serico, the 100 milligrams, the big one and shit, and he was selling them to everybody, to anybody. He would just go on the line, like pretty much just yell at the door. He would yell like, Sarah, on the line, where you at? You know, and then he'll wait for a little bit, and later on, you know, eventually somebody would say, right here. And then he'll get some soups from that shit, like soup, some coffee, stamps, whatever, man. Sometimes even cards, man. Those cards that people drew in there's a lot of talented people in there, man. They drew these cool ass cards, man, and then you send them out to your family, to your wife, your loved one, anybody out there, man. It means something. It has sentimental and shit coming from you, you know. So even myself, I was sending them out, those cards. And yeah, he was disposing a circle. I was taking that circle. It helped me out too during that time, man. I was fucking mad, stressed out, and I just been sleeping off most of my time during that time, you know. This was 2006. There was a war with the Norte and the white boys. They were on lockdown. Everybody else could go outside except for them. And when the Norte will do their roll call in the morning at night, Buenos dias, sus mi ona tira. And to my Asian brothers, man, Buenos dias. I'll be on the door and say, good morning. You know? And then at nighttime I'll do the same shit. During that time I was by myself in there and shit, you know. I'm getting in the roll call though, their roll call, you know. And yeah, that's what I remember, man. And then fast forward later on, my first Chinese celly. Well, actually he was Taiwanese, but he said Taiwanese and Chinese are the same people and shit, just different country or different island separated, but pretty much they're the same. And he had it good over there, man. In Calipat, this was Calipat. He had the plug over there. If you had the plug, man, your life is lovely, man. Kind of like living a dream. During that time, this was 2010. Mostly everybody had a flip phone. That fool had a smartphone, fucking touchscreen. That was actually my first time playing with the touchscreen, because in the streets, before I got busted, my phone was this fucking cheap ass. It wasn't even a flip phone. It was before the flip phone, you know what I mean? Because I got busted in 2003. And yeah, I was playing with that. I was living good in there, man. This fool, he had thousands of cash. Police can't find it. $100 bills. And then he had like pork, meat, like wrapped up. It's from the streets, man. We were eating, I don't know, I think during that time we were the only one eating that bomb ass shit while everybody else was eating regular shit, man. Because he was getting it from the streets, man. That's how good he had it. He pretty much had everything, man. Everything he got from the streets, he was getting it. Like I said, he had the plug. And during that time, what I really wanted to do was, because I was young, I was in my 20s, I wanted to do the video thing. I wanted to show off. Look what we got. We got all this. Y'all don't have this. This how we do it. We're doing it big in the level 4. That's what I wanted to do, but that wasn't his get down. He was kind of old. He was just about his money and shit, man. Chinese. I forgot his name, but yeah, he was, he was doing it. And there was a little bit of drama going on. One day he came back from the sale, and then hey, buddy. Hey, tell your homeboy fucking Bugsy, man, to calm down. I got him, man. I got him. I'm just waiting for my next shipment and shit. Come to find out, my homeboy, the party Bugsy and shit from Balen, was pushing the line on my celly, man. It was tripping because the party, he had money. He got the money on Western Union ready to pay my celly for the phone. But my celly ended up selling the phone to a different race. Like how you gonna put the other race first from your own people? But it's all about the money. You know what I mean? You can't really judge. And he told me to tell Bugsy, like, look, I got him. And then I told the party, like, he said he got you, dog. But his thing was, he needed the cash first. He needed the real fucking cash, the cash because the money is easier that way better than Green Dot, Western Union. For him, that was kind of suspect. Most of his transaction was cash, and Bugsy didn't have that, so they put him in the back burner and shit. But Bugsy was butthurt because so fucking what, man? I'm Asian. You're supposed to just give me that shit, man. But that's not how it works, though. So eventually, they got what they wanted, but sometimes if you got the plug, dog, if you're doing it big and shit, you can't please everybody and shit, and people are gonna be tripping or whatever, but you just gotta do you, as long as you're not fucking trying to get over somebody else and shit, which it wasn't. And he was doing good, man. During that time, he was living a pretty cool life. But even though I was with him, we had everything. I had everything. I was living a good life. Everything was just so comfortable, easy time. Because we had the plug, like I said, in a level 4 Calipat. I still left that guy. I still left that fool, the Chinese dude, just to come kick it with fucking the party Bugsy from Bahalana, man. Because I didn't want to leave that fool hanging. Like, hey, party, come kick it right here in 2 blocks, because that was 1 block. And then I was like, damn, buddy, And he was getting a little bit butthurt and shit, cause I got fucking, cause I was living a comfortable life over there. I ain't trying to kick it with the party, with the homie and shit. So for sure, those trips all good. I'm gonna go kick it and shit. And then when we got there, it was cool, man. The Koreans was there and shit. Shout out to the homeboy from KM and then the ACS. A lot of them they got all day too and shit, man. And also Watching. There was a homeboy there from Watching. There's a lot of Chinese homies from Watching, man, that I ran into. They're cool, respectful people. Just all about their money, man. Just don't bullshit, man. And but what can I say? All kinds of people in there, but for the most part, the way I see the Chinese, they got the money, man. They got the connect somehow. They got the plug and shit, man. Like I said earlier, rarely that you would see them fucking broke. And yeah, well, I wanted to talk more about the other, doing time with, for example, all the other Asians, like the Japanese, Lahu, Mien, Kamu, all the other Asians. My bad if I forgot to mention your race, dog. But I don't have an experience, like I didn't really ran into or did time with them like that. I just ran into them in the yard here and there, but I wasn't like their sellers there. I didn't really get up close and personal with them. So, but anywho, shout out to my boy motherfucking Pigeon Lope from MBS, Visalia. Hilahu. And then later on down the line, I met his cousin, which is Arlo, also Lahu from Pelican Bay. They forgot all day and shit, man. And then I met one Mien homie, and that was about it, So, anywho, I'm gonna keep pushing, man, cause I got a lot of other shit lined up and planned out. I'm gonna go kick it with the homeboy Jumper from the hood. I'm gonna go to his spot, kick it, and then to the other homies from the hood. I'm gonna show the Philippines how it works right here, from my point of view, and what happened to my life. What happened to somebody that did 13 years straight in the worst freaking prisons in the Cali, man? Come back out here in the real world, like what's going on, man? What do you do, man? You know what I mean? So stay tuned for that. I appreciate everyone out there watching, man. I send my utmost respect to you guys. So say what you mean and mean what you say, homeboy, because real recognize real. Out of here.